Hey guys, we are back with some more Vegas Golden Knights Eastside Hockey Manager, and in this one, first thing we're gonna do before we get simulating is we're gonna be scratching Cam York. Not because I haven't liked what I've seen out of him, 5 points in 12 games played, but I do want to give Hogg the chance. That and all of our scouts are still saying that he's a 2-star, so I might want to think about sending him down to the AHL for a little bit. But for right now, we're gonna get Hog some time. So there is that. And then the next thing we need to do, we need to trade Maxim Legacy because Lagasse, I guess is how it's pronounced. Because we need to get Zukov some time, and we have way too many goaltenders in the system, so we're gonna offer out Lagasse here. No one's, so we're literally just going to place him on waivers and then release him because as I said, we need to get Zukov time, and in order to release him, we're going to need to put him on waivers. So there you go. And let us get to the simulation. I really want to get up to January done on this video, but as seen in the last one, getting through even 1 month in this video or in this game takes a long time, especially if we want to be detail oriented. So we'll try to get through as much as we can, but I'm not anticipating getting through to where we want to. So let's just go through as quickly as we can, but as detailed as we can as well. So career milestone for Heischer, 100 career points. Career milestones for Smith, 500 career NHL games, just recently against the Maple Leafs. Very nice. Bruins place Cole on waivers. Actually, Cole's pretty good in this game sometimes. Let me see what his average rating is. He's not bad. What's his contract? 3.3. Okay, I can see why he was put on waivers. Maybe the Bruins need to clear up some cap, and no one wanted him in a trade. Yeah, I'm not taking on that contract, especially with the cap that we already have. We're roughly $5 million from the salary cap, and we don't need any, veteran contracts that are that long. So, because we already have the contract of Marc-Andre Fleury for the next 3 years, and he's on a no-trade clause. So that's already, I think, quite enough in terms of veteran contracts that are going to be a little bit of a hindrance for us for the next couple of years. So let us keep going. I mean, I can't even get through one game without going through some massive details here. So loss against the Jets, 5-3. And a 3-2 win for the Wild over the Hurricanes, 4-2 win for the Capitals over the Sharks, and a 4-1 win for the Stars over the Canadiens. Trade between the Lightning and the Devils confirmed. A lot of Lightning and Devil trades recently. 2 4th-round picks going to the Devils for Nick Lappin. Looks like Tampa is acquiring a lot of depth for the playoffs, I suppose. Or maybe even just for their AHL team. Golden Knights versus the Oilers. Let's see what happens. We lose 3-1. All right, we're 6-3 so far. We're kind of starting to slide a little bit here. Fashing plays his 100th career game. What's going on? Was it Hogg? Could have been Hogg. He's right at 6-33 so far in 3 games. Is Fleury playing? Yep, he is. Okay, so York was definitely better to start out. So let's take a look at the team report. They're saying York is the 7th defenseman here, and that Hogg is actually our 2nd best defenseman. So I'm not sure where they're getting that from, but we'll stick to it for the moment. But if Hogg continues to play like that, then I don't know how he's going to be able to hold down a roster spot. Leipzig, Eakin, Veleno's a 658. The Blues with a 4-3 win over the Maple Leafs. Bruins with a 4-2 win over the Blue Jackets. And the Ducks with a 4-3 win over the Lightning. Game against the Lightning, oh boy, that'll be fun, yeah. A shootout loss to the Lightning, 5-4. We are 6-4. Take a look here. The Devils with a 5-1 win over the Blues. Leipzig resumes practice. He is back. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll put him off IR. And Leipzig wasn't doing too well in the first place, so I'll leave him scratched. And we have a game against the Ducks. Okay, so the 6-6-6 is not going to happen as we get the win over the Ducks 7-4. Let's see who scored in this one. Carlson, Pulkkinen, Krug, Theodore, Silverberg, and Tuck. Okay. Man, Pulkkinen seems to be elite goal scorer here that we have in Teemu Pulkkinen. Wilson with the injury. Lower leg contusion. Is that severe? No, it's not a severe injury. When's our next game? The 13th. I'll leave him in just for right now. We'll see how he is. I wouldn't imagine he gets back by the game start, but yeah, no. Okay, so I'm going to put Eakin in there. Or, you know what? I'll give Leipzig another chance. I guess on the third line against the Coyotes. And a 5-2 win. Very nice. Silverberg, Haula, Silverberg, Carrier, and Tuck with the goals against the Arizona Coyotes. And just like that, we're back and forth. So it appears that the Western Conference is pretty tight at the moment. At least in terms of playoff spots. Yeah, I mean, the difference between first and 11th is 6 points. So we definitely need to stay on top of the win-to-loss ratio if we're going to be competitive this year. Monahan suffers injury. He's in the juniors, so won't worry about him right now. But a 2-1 win over the 13-4-1 Bruins. And we are now currently still in fourth. Career milestone for Lowry, 400th NHL game. And of course, Colin Miller is injured for 10 days. Arakawa is injured for a few days as well. My goodness. 2 injuries at once. So we'll get Wilson back in there. We will also get York back in there. Fleury, Dansk. Yep, that looks all good. Actually, how many games has Fleury played in a row? Yeah, he's played quite a few. So we'll get Dansk in there for a couple of games against the Panthers. That is a 5-3 win. Very nice. Smith, Carrier, Pulkkinen, Marchessault, and Pulkkinen with the empty netter. How many goals is that for Pulkkinen now? Were those his 10th and 11th goals, or were those 8 and 9? I don't know. But regardless, still a good season so far for Teemu Pulkkinen. I think, let's take a look. Yeah, those were 8 and 9 for Teemu Pulkkinen, the leading goal scorer on your Vegas Golden Knights. My goodness. Let's get Dansk one more game, at the very least. If he keeps on winning, we'll give him another game after that. Game versus the 10-6-2 Flames, and we will lose in the shootout 4-3. Current record 10-6-5 goals by Krug, Veleno, and Pulkkinen. Great season so far for Teemu Pulkkinen, my goodness. Steal for a $1.1 million salary. Wilson out for 3 weeks. Okay, so the injury bug is starting to pile up here. Career milestone for Marchessault, 100th career NHL assist. All right, so Wilson's out. Haula back in. My goodness. Is Miller still? Yeah. Okay, so guess this is the group we're rolling with for right now, and we will get Flower back in there. There you go. I mean, I don't know how Pulkkinen is scoring this much from the fourth line. I mean, we're going to get Veleno back on the fourth line. There you go. That's the way it was before. And the Avalanche with a 4-3 win over the Jets. The Rangers with a 4-1 win, I believe, over the Sharks. Didn't quite catch the team, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. The Devils with a 5-2 win over the Coyotes. The Predators with a 5-1 win over the Canadiens. And the Blackhawks with a 4-3 win over the Canucks. And the Golden Knights with a 3-2 win over the Avalanche. And we are currently sitting in second in the Western Conference. 11-6-5. So that slide there Earlier on was just a little, nothing too much to be worried about. It was just your standard early season slump, I suppose, and we got out of it pretty nicely. As it is now November 23rd, and we are currently sitting in second with a 4-3 shootout win against the LA Kings, who are 5-18-2. My goodness, with goals by Leipzig, Smith, and Pulkkinen with 2 assists. My God, the fourth line beast of Teemu Pulkkinen. I just don't get it. Whatever. Smith injured, of course he is. 2 weeks with a hip flexor strain. Okay. So we're gonna have to put, I believe, Eakin in there now. Yup. Get in there. So, no. Okay, Valeno's still on the fourth line, but I do not want Eakin on the first line. I want Carlson, and then Howla on the second. Eakin can be on the third. And, I mean, I've been debating moving Pulkkinen up to the first line as of recent, but he's been doing so well for himself on the fourth, I just can't. So we'll just leave him there. It's been working for him, so I can't move him. Shootout win for the Oilers against your Vegas Golden Knights. And of course, I speak of the Polk Cannon of Teemu Pulkkinen, gets another goal to make it 2-0, but nonetheless, the Oilers pulled that one off. I mean, can you say Conn Smythe or the Hart or whatever you want to call it? Jeez. Teemu Pulkkinen, the fourth liner, looking like a Hart Trophy candidate right now. Oh boy. This game sometimes I don't understand. I guess some players just simulate really well, and Pulkkinen seems to be one of them. Wilson resumes light practice. A 7-2 win over the Red Wings. Who wants to bet Pulkkinen got a hat trick? Oh my God. Pulkkinen with 2 goals. Dude, he's too good. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Howla, Fashing, Silverberg twice, Lowry, and Pulkkinen twice. Oh, goodness. And we're now in first, of course. 13-6-6 are the Vegas Golden Knights, who were absolutely terrible last year. So, Colin Miller is back. So we're going to have to remove him off the injured reserve, see who isn't playing too well. I mean, everyone seems to be doing all right. Hogg is up to a 677. York is down to a 661. So I don't want to rush York here. So I think, at least for the moment, we're going to send York down to the AHL just because I don't want him to be stunted. And 18 games in, 7 points, and a 661. And the scouts are saying that he is a 2-star currently, so he is going to get some seasoning in Chicago in favor of Nicholas Hogg, who seems to have turned it on recently. So, are all the lines good? No, they are not. I do not want Eakin on the first line. And how many games has Fleury played? 4? Okay. He can keep going for a few more there. And that looks good. Let's go the rest of November. The Wild with a 3-2 win over the Avalanche. Blackhawks with a 4-3 win over the Oilers. Game against the Rangers, and is a 5-3 loss. And who else to get a goal but Teemu Pulkkinen? The man is on fire. 14 goals. Oh my goodness. I don't get it. He's got an off the puck rating of 48. He's got a passing of 59. He's got a teamwork of 53, work rate of 50. His speed is 65. His shot's the best thing he's got going for him there at 74. And he is a goal-scoring machine on the fourth line for some reason. I have no idea why, but we'll take it. Oh my goodness. He's honestly, yeah, he's our leading goal scorer for sure. And he is outscoring Jacob Silverberg, who is in second by 5. So, MVP right there. Timo Pulkkinen. Who knew? He's got to be the thumbnail for this video. And who wants to guess? Timo Pulkkinen, 2 goals. How many games in a row is that now? Like 5 or 6? Oh my goodness. Lowry, Marchessault, Pulkkinen twice, and Krug. And then, of course, Pulkkinen with an assist. 5-2 win over the Blackhawks. Oh goodness. Marchessault reaches milestone 200th career NHL point. Player of the month is Jamie Benn. Rookie of the month is Kasper Bjorkqvist. Oh, he looks pretty good for the Minnesota Wild. Offensive player of the month is Jamie Benn. And defensive player of the month is Rasmus Ristolainen. 4-3 win for the Rangers over the Penguins. 3-2 win for the Coyotes over the Maple Leafs. Board confidence update. They are pleased, I would imagine. And, oh yeah, Belgium. I always forget about that. You know what? I'm tempted to resign just because they haven't really, there's nothing really going on unless, okay, so Belgium does have some games in April, like around playoff time, against Bulgaria, Hong Kong, Iceland. Is that New Zealand? Yep. New Zealand and South Africa. Okay. I mean, quite the division we got here in Belgium. All teams I never thought I'd see. But I guess we'll do one little tournament there with Belgium at the end of the year. So a 3-2 win for the Golden Knights over the Stars. Let's see. Pulkkinen assist. That is what I like to see. Marchessault, Theodore, and Krug all with shootout goals for the 3-2 shootout win. And as we're actually in December now, I didn't even notice, so we may as well keep going here. We're 20 minutes into the video. Career milestone for Krug, 500th NHL game. Smith resumes light practice. Player of the week is Milan Lucic. Oh goodness. A defensive player of the week is Braden Holtby of the Capitals. For a second I thought I saw the others. I was like, that was weird. Sharks with a 4-1 win over the Devils. The Panthers with a 4-3 loss against the Hurricanes. And the Golden Knights lose 6-5 in the shootout against the Blues. Who wants to take a bet that... No. I think the streak is over for Timo Pulkkinen, which, you know what, that was a very impressive run there. And of course, Pulkkinen takes the first shootout shot. 25 points in 29 games played. My goodness, what a run for this man. Hold on, this is gonna be the thumbnail right here. Just gotta get a nice freeze frame of that. Oh my goodness. Pulkkinen the All-Star, apparently. Danny Heatley 2.0. 50-19. It's gonna happen. 50-19. Count on it. Oh goodness. 4-2 win over the Senators. Pulkkinen comes right back with 2 goals against the Ottawa Senators. Brandon Carlo with the goal. Hoffman, Stone, and then Pulkkinen, and Leipzig. And let's see, did Pulkkinen get an assist? No, he didn't, but still, natural goal scorer apparently in Timo Pulkkinen. Ovechkin 2.0, dare I say. Oh my goodness. Nicholas Hogg out for 2 weeks. Okay, so we're either going to have to double shift someone here or we're going to have to call someone up. Let's see, is Riley Smith back? No. Wilson is not back either, so we're definitely going to have to call someone up here. I don't know if it's going to be York. Let's see how York's doing in the AHL. Not great, actually. He's got points, but he's not too great in the average rating department. So I think I might leave him down there. And I think I'll actually call up Vanelli. Just because I don't really... I mean, Vanelli doesn't really have too much of a future. He's already 24. And he'll just be a good fill-in player. So we'll call him up. Come on. Go to the roster. There you go. And we will fill him in there in the left defensive spot. How many games has Fleury played? Quite a bit. So we'll get Dansk some time. A 4-3 win for the Blues over the Oilers. 5-1 win for the Stars over the Sabres. Crosby injury shocker, out for 3 months with a fractured skull against the Capitals. My goodness. Career milestone for Werenski. Tavares praised. Game against the Flyers, 3-2 loss. And no points by Pulkkinen, surprisingly. And a hat trick for Boone Jenner. 3-2 win for the Blue Jackets over the Capitals. And a 6-2 win for the Panthers over the Wild. Eking out for a few days. So, and that is major injury, of course. I'm not going to put him on the IR, though. Wilson, Smith, not back yet, so we are going to have to call someone up, or we're just going to have to double shift someone. You know what? Reed Duke's been doing really well down there for himself, so we'll give him the chance. Maybe he'll be Teemu Pulkkinen 2.0. Who knows? At this point, tactics. There you go. I'm actually gonna put Duke on the third line because, again, don't want to give Veleno too much time, as we don't want to rush him. He's doing just fine for himself there on the fourth line. 3-2 win for the Sabres over the Blackhawks in the shootout. 3-2 win for the Ducks. Wilson resumes practice. All right, so we don't have to play Reed Duke, actually. So we'll send him back down to Chicago. Get Wilson back in there. And Pulkkinen, No. We need to put Haula at center, and then Lowry, and then Veleno. So Leipzig up to the third, and then was Pulkkinen on the right wing? Yeah, Pulkkinen was on the right wing. And no wonder Pulkkinen is on the power play, actually. So, I mean, that makes sense, though. 18 goals, so it's I'll leave him there. He's been doing nothing but great for us so far this season. So, I can't take him off. Smith resumes practice. All right, so we got to get him on as well. Yeah, we'll take him off the IR. And who are we taking out here? So, forwards. Is Eakin dressed? No, he is not. The next forward after this is Veleno with a 675. So, who do I take off here? I guess Haula? I don't know. Actually, I honestly don't know. There's not too many forwards that are struggling right now. At least of those who are dressed. Let's see. I don't want to take Haula off, though, because he's a center. We kind of need that 86 for faceoffs. Maybe Wilson? I don't know. Kind of making it a little tough on me at the moment. Yeah, I guess we'll take Wilson off. We'll get Smith in there, but Tuck on the third line. I'll keep Smith on the second with Carrier and Haula. And there you go. Let's keep going. Game against the Capitals, 4-3 shootout win, and Silverberg, Carlson at Leipzig with the goals. Silverberg, Haula, Theodore, Carrier, just looking for Pulkkinen goals, and no Pulkkinen goals or points for that matter. So he looks to have dried up a little bit, but for his standards, we all know he will come storming back, probably against the Blue Jackets or Carolina or whatever game was after the Blue Jackets. I didn't see. Yep, Carolina. Gardner banned for 2 games. Hogg resumes light practice. 5-2 win for the Stars over the Avalanche. 5-1 win for the Blues over the Maple Leafs. USA U20 to appoint general manager. I mean, I don't think they'll accept my application just because I'm with Belgium already. But we'll see what happens. They're kind of hard to get into in the first place, so... game against the Blue Jackets, 4-3 shootout win. We're going to a lot of shootouts this season. Veleno, Haula, and Smith in the comeback victory with assists from Carrier, Brandstrom, Smith, Marchessault, Lowry, and Haula. So no Pulkkinen points once again. He is on a drought. Ooh, that's rough for him. He's losing his all-star status already. Just kidding. He's been fantastic this season so far. So a little drought here and there isn't concerning. Let's view the game against the Hurricanes. There it is. Goal for Pulkkinen. Very nice. And a power play assist on the Marchessault goal. And going to the shootout. We lose in the shootout. But Teemu Pulkkinen continues to impress. So I think we're going to call it here, boys. I don't... We're already 30 minutes into this video, and I wanted to keep it somewhat short. I know I said I wanted to get through December, but you just never know with this simulation because you never know what's going to pop up. So we'll call it in the middle of December, and we'll pick it up there next time. But first, we will go through the stats. So forwards, Teemu Pulkkinen with 29 points, leading our team in 34 games played, 19 goals. 7 more than Jacob Silfverberg. William Karlsson with 24. Marchessault with 23. Silfverberg with 22. Carrier and Lowry with 21 each. Smith with 20 in 23. So he is getting there for point per game. Haula 17. Tuck and Veleno with 16. Fasching and Leipzig with 12. And then Eakin with 8. Wilson with 7. Plus minus. Pulkkinen is plus 7, Lowry and Silfverberg plus 5, Marchessault plus 3, Karlsson, Tuck, and Veleno plus 2, Fasching, Leipzig, and Smith are plus 1, and then Carrier and Eakin are minus 1, Haula minus 4, Wilson minus 5. Penalty minutes, Eakin has 24, and Smith with the least with 2. Shots on goal, Marchessault with 82, Pulkkinen with 80. I have no words anymore for the performance of Teemu Pulkkinen. We have to keep rolling with him, is all I have to say. Because, he had an impressive end to the last season with 12 points in 11 games, and now he has 19 goals in 34 games on the fourth line nonetheless. So we have to keep rolling with them. That's all I have to say on that. The shooting percentage, Teemu Pulkkinen, 23.8. My God. Okay. Average ice time, Riley Smith leads with a 17.39 for forwards. Average rating, Smith with a 7.57, Silfverberg with a 7.44, Pulkkinen with 7.35. Carrier with a 7.32, Marchessault with a 7.31, Tuck with a 7.21, Fasching with a 7.08, and Leipzig with a 7.05, Lowry with a 7.03, Karlsson with a 7, Wilson with a 7, Haula with a 6.81, Veleno with a 6.71, and Eakin with a 6.31. Defenseman, goals, Krug leads with 5. Krug leads with 19 assists as well, and 24 points. Brandstrom has 13 points. Miller has 8. Carlo and Theodore have 7. Hogg has 5. And Vanelli has nothing in 4. Carlo leads with a plus 7. Theodore plus 4. Krug plus 2. Miller and Vanelli plus 1. And then Brandstrom and Hogg are minus 2. Penalty minutes, Carlo leads with 22. Shots on goal, Krug leads with 88. Shooting percentage, Hogg leads with a 8.3, but only on 12 shots, and then Krug has a 5.7 on 88. Average time on ice, Krug leads with 24.36, followed up by Miller with 22.23. Average rating, Krug with a 7.56, Brandstrom with a 7.03, Theodore with a 6.97, Miller with a 6.96, Hogg with a 6.72, Carlo with a 6.68, and Vanelli with a 6.50. Goaltender stats, Flower with a 8.99 save percentage, average rating of 7.21, and goals against average of 2.7. Oscar Dansk, 8.82 save percentage, 6.60 average rating, and a goals against average of 3.38. So that would do it for that. Let's check out the minors real quick. Goaltenders, Legacy. Oh, that's right. We have to. I almost forgot. We have to release with Legacy because Zukov needs some time, so there you go. Lagasse has been released, so Zukov should get some time here. Down in the minors, defenseman. Let's see. York, what you doing, my bud? In 8 games, he has 6 points and an average rating of 675. So not bad. Not bad, but he needs some, definitely needs some seasoning there. Alan Lazaro with 22 points in 30 games, 727 average rating. Kenneth Torma with 9 in 34, 726 average rating. Nick Suzuki with 22 points in 33 games, 721 average rating. Lucas Summers with 7 in 22, 714 average rating. Tyler Kelleher with 21 points in 28 games, 7 average rating. And Reko, from what I understand, Reko Pulkkinen with 14 points in 34 games, 688 average rating. So let's just make sure that Lagasse has indeed been released. I don't see the option to release him, so I'm guessing he has, but we'll simulate one more day here just in case. Just to make sure that he has been released, and then we'll end things off. As we are already 35 minutes into this video, it takes a while to check the stats as well. Okay, so Lagasse has been released. There you go. So now Zukov should get some more starts in the AHL. And that'll about do it for this one. I will see you guys in the next one.